where are we going, Armin?
We're going to Lakemba. Is that how you pronounce it? Lakemba?
You're asking me?
Lakemba Mosque. Recently, Lauren Southern, Canadian journalist, went there and she got kicked out by the police saying that she was inciting violence because it was a very religious part of the city. So we're going to try to do what she wasn't able to do. See if we could get to talk to somebody, some Muslims there, and in fact ask their opinion to see if it was okay for the police to come and kick Lauren out of there. If the expectation of the police was that the Muslim population there is going to be violent, the Muslims there should complain. They're like, why would you think we would be violent? What does that say about your view on us? We can handle criticism. People can come ask us questions, no problem. It's a Quranic verse right there. So that's Muhammad's name right there. All right, let's go. Let's go find some people. There's no one here. $100% halal certified. That means they torture them before they kill them. Hi, are you free to talk? No? Are you free to talk to us a little bit? No? Okay, no worries. May I ask a few questions? No? Yeah? You? No? Okay. I feel like I'm profiling people based on how they look. I had a question. Do you think it's okay for people to criticize Islam?
Okay.
Is it okay for people to do that?
Yeah.
So, do you think like if somebody has some questions about Islam and they want to talk to Muslims about it? Okay. All right. Doesn't like it. Never. Thank you. Yeah. Do you think it's okay for people to criticize Islam?
What?
To criticize Islam?
They shouldn't criticize anything.
Anything? If somebody comes here and says, "Hey, people, you should leave Islam because this,"
No.
they should be allowed.
You leave it, man.
No, but should they be allowed to come here and say what they want to say?
Yeah, but not provoke it.
No, like
Don't come here, man. This is a mosque up there.
No,
People
no.
are praying, and you say, "Look, I got issue with you." Blah blah.
No,
this
no.
is provoking, man.
no, in a friendly way. Do you think it's okay for people to criticize Islam?
I don't know. No, I think it's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
You're Muslim, right?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
So
Yeah.
if somebody criticizes Islam,
Yeah.
do you think that's bad? They shouldn't. Do
Obviously bad. Yeah. If someone do the criticize, that should be bad. Yeah. And the police need to attack them.
that? The police need to attack the person that's coming
Yeah.
and criticizing Islam.
Yeah.
Do you think it should be illegal? No.
I don't know.
What about Christianity? Should someone be able to criticize Christianity?
Yeah, no, I don't think so too. You can't criticize a religion.
If I am a follower of a particular religion, I should not make a comment that can hurt the feelings of the people of other religion.
All religions right.
All religions are right?
Yeah.
But Christianity teaches that Jesus is the Son of God. But can God have a child?
No.
So they're wrong.
Yeah, but that's what they believe, you know.
Yeah, but their beliefs are wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
So say you said Christianity is wrong. But if you do it in a respectful way and tell your problems with the religion, that's okay?
In a respectful way, if you do so, if you criticize or whatever you say in a respectful way, you can do this, I think.
So if it's okay for somebody to say Christianity is wrong, why is it not okay for somebody to say Islam is wrong for some reason?
No,
okay?
it's okay. It's okay, yeah.
So wouldn't that be criticizing Islam?
It depends on they believe, right? If they believe, yeah, you can criticize Islam.
Yeah?
You can criticize, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Yeah, all right.
But you can ask
You
questions.
should be able to,
Yeah,
yeah.
you should be. There is no, personally, in my opinion, it's not wrong to ask questions.
Are you a Muslim?
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's okay for somebody to criticize Islam?
I think it's okay because we are all live in a democratic country.
Right,
So we criticize other people when they do the wrong thing.
right.
Why are we immune from that?
What do you say to people that say, no, don't criticize Muslims because they're very sensitive, they're going to react negatively? What would you say to them?
I think that is an issue where we need to say to them that we can engage in conversation.
Right.
We can engage with the rest of the community
Okay.
because we're not isolated here,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And we should be able to engage. Otherwise, no one's above the law here.
Right. That was great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just asking if they think it's okay to criticize Islam about their views.
Everything is criticizable with respect, with bounds to respect, especially because religion is a sensitive topic for everyone.
Right. So if you do it in a respectful way and somebody has some problems with Islam, they have some negative views about it, do you think they should be able to come and talk to Muslims about it?
Well, yeah, open discussion is necessary. Otherwise, who else are people going to ask about Islam other than Muslims?
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm about to miss a train.
Go. Thank you so much. That was really good. Thank you. In my experience, it's just about the way you talk to them. If you show that you mean no disrespect, if you talk in the right way, you get positive reactions. Are you a Muslim?
Yes, I am. Proud Muslim.
Proud Muslim.
Alhamdulillah, man.
Alhamdulillah. Do you think it's okay for people to criticize Islam?
Everyone has the right to criticize whoever they want.
Yeah, exactly. So if somebody is allowed to criticize Christianity, why not also criticize Islam, right? If I come here and I have problems with Islam, and I ask you in a respectful way.
Yeah, that's the word. Respectful way.
Respectful way, right?
Yeah. What religion are you?
I used to be a Muslim. I'm now an atheist.
And how do you feel about that?
Pretty good. Why did I leave Islam?
Why did you leave Islam?
Because I evaluated and analyzed it, and I thought that there was no evidence backing up the claim.
So you were a Muslim one day?
Yes.
And then you left Islam?
Yes.
And now you're questioning the Muslims. What do you want from us? Like, what do you want us to say? You want to criticize Islam as much as, like, what? What do you want to...
No, I'm not criticizing Islam right now. I'm asking whether you think it's okay to criticize.
I can criticize whatever you want. I can criticize your haircut. I can criticize, you know what I mean? But how does that make you feel when I criticize, you know what I'm saying?
So see, this is a helpful conversation, isn't it? Like we have different opinions. We're talking about it. Nobody's being disrespectful to anybody else. Right? My issue is that a lot of people think that Muslims can't take criticism, and you're proving that they're wrong.
If you want to criticize me, go ahead, because I'm not representing Islam 100%. We've got weaknesses.
Right.
But if you want to criticize Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that's when we have a problem, because he was perfect.
But doesn't that give people the wrong impression, and to see like, oh, look, Christians, they can take it, but Muslims are too sensitive?
100%.
Isn't that a bad thing?
Part of our religion, and you should know that.
Do you think at some point there's going to be Sharia law everywhere?
100%. This is my goal, and every Muslim's goal.
And do you think
establish Sharia law on earth?
Okay, but when there is Sharia law on earth, then somebody like me should be killed? Because I am a murtad.
It's up to the Amir.
But it's under Islamic law, it says that I should be killed. So you think that's okay?
In the Sharia law, that's what I follow.
But do you think that's fair? For me, like, let's say you're right, I'm wrong. Do you think it's fair to kill me because I got the conclusions wrong?
If Sharia law states that, then it should be fair for me. There's always a safe haven for you under Sharia law.
No, because you said Sharia law on everywhere on earth, so there's not going to be any safe haven for me. If Islam dominates all of earth.
That's the plan, and you
that's
either
the plan.
have
so where would be my safe haven?
In Islam.
But that would be by force then, wouldn't it? If my only safe haven is by Islam, and if I don't go back to Islam, punishment is death.
So there's two choices: Islam or death.
I only want to say that doubt is okay. Doubt.
No, you can't have doubt.
Why not?
No room in doubt for a Muslim.
Really?
Yeah, it's like.
But if your religion is true, then it should be able to. It should be able to. Doubt shouldn't be a problem because you will come back to Islam. You know what I mean? It should be able to. The test of doubt, if you actually re-examine it and question it, you will go back to Islam. So doubt it as much as you want. If it's the logic behind your ideology is true, then there is no fear of doubt.
It's either you're a blind follower and have no doubt and say, yep, this is the truth 100%, or you got to research. I've done my research, and my heart is content with what Islam has got to offer me. You're the most dangerous person. Why? Because you know Islam.
I'm the most dangerous person?
You are. Because you know Islam.
So we came here, and not only did we not get negative reactions, they brought us to this restaurant, a very traditional Lebanese restaurant, very authentic food here. The mixed plate is coming now. But they talked to the restaurant owner here, the Muslims that we were just talking to. They told him to take care of us. So yeah, they're treating us very nicely. So this is what you get for criticizing Islam. You get authentic Lebanese food. You gonna come see us? Okay. Say that again? Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was the brother of the guy that we just talked to. He wants to come talk to us about Islam. So he gave me his number so I could call him and meet with him. We came here trying to talk to Muslims and criticize Islam, and we didn't know what to expect. And what we see so far is that people have been very friendly and accepting to us. A lot of people tell us that we shouldn't be criticizing Islam because it hurts people's feelings. But what we have seen so far is that most of the people that we talk to here, they're willing to let other people criticize Islam and listen to what they have to say and respond to them. What do you think? Do you think it's okay to criticize Islam?
From the Muslim perspective, we believe that if a person criticizes Islam or comes to question or ask about Islam, we're actually happy that they come forward, because the more questions they ask, the more we can clarify and the more we can answer for any misconceptions that they do have about Islam.
What do you think about people who mock Islam, and then you say, well, that's this, like, to criticize Islam is one thing, but to mock Islam, that's crossing the line. But their response is like, well, we're mocking Islam for the sake of freedom of speech because they're telling us that we shouldn't mock Islam, and they try to make it the law not to mock Islam.
I think that mocking anybody, whether it be a person of weight or size, whether it be of colored skin, whether it be of belief, is completely incorrect to mock them. I think to speak to them or have a dialogue with them is probably the best of ways.
See, you know, the example some people give me when I say talking about Islam is like, look, if I mocked your mother, if I criticize your mother, wouldn't you feel hurt? Well, what if your mom was a politician and her ideas were influencing other people's lives? Would it be fair then to criticize your mother? And what if your mom was passing a law saying that nobody should mock me, and anybody that mocks me will go to jail? And if in that case, if we start mocking her for the sake of making sure that's not a law, that doesn't become a law, would that be okay?
So when somebody comes and mocks any religion, and they say that my intention inside was a good thing, there's not one scenario in the entire globe where you mock somebody for the sake of goodness with good intentions. My problem is, if you find it completely normal that people draw naked pictures of your mother and mock your mother and laugh at your mother, and you think that's a freedom of expression, just as a humble advice, you've lost your human morality, you've lost all senses of being a human.
We're being told that this is the line that you do not cross. Mocking Muhammad or mocking Islam is not covered under free speech. Even in Europe is now laws are being changed. In Canada, they're introducing the word Islamophobia into the law.
Do you not think people that have lost human touch need some laws? So we can mock people if we think we're right in regards to that. Is that correct?
Yes, you should be able to. You should be able to do that. You should be allowed to do that. That's acceptable.
And respectable.
It will become respectable in one scenario.
What's the scenario?
If I threaten you, let me answer your question. If I threaten you that if you mock me, you're gonna see negative consequences. I'm gonna come and find you. Then I think you should mock me. You should mock me. You should get everybody you know to mock me. So you can show me that if I threaten people not to mock me, it's gonna get worse. Everyone's gonna mock me. In that scenario, if I threaten people not to mock me, then everybody should mock me. You see my point?
So the answer is it acceptable or unacceptable?
In that scenario, it's acceptable and it's a duty.
So it's okay, we walk up to people and we tell them, excuse me, sir, you look like a dog. Are you saying it's fine that people start doing this based on freedom of expression?
It should be allowed for you to do that. Yes.
That's most disgusting. No more comments, thank you.
Okay.
Most disgusting.
All right. Well, thank you. So that was interesting. It seemed like before he met me, he went and looked me up and he saw what I'm about. And he said like, yo, I watched your video. I see how you speak about Islam. So I was like, oh shit, we're we're screwed. Even after seeing my videos about the poison pill of Islam and why Islam is dangerous, even after all that, he was still willing to talk. He was still open to having a conversation. So even for somebody that goes as far as I have in attacking Islam, in talking about how dangerous of an ideology it is, someone like that was still willing to speak to me. He did say that I'm lost all, I have no moral values because if I think it's okay to mock Islam, and shame on me and all of that, which is fine. Even if he thinks that, at the end of the day, he's still willing to have a conversation with me. There are still many people here who are willing to listen to you and have a conversation with you. And as you can see today, we even managed to change opinions. A lot of people started by saying, you can't criticize Islam. And within minutes of giving him a few examples, they said, okay, fine, you can criticize Islam. And that was only after a few minutes. These conversations are not pointless. People change opinions based on conversations. So if you think people are lost, if you think people are not willing to listen, if you think even people who listen will not change their mind, that's not the case. The more conversations we have, the better. There's no reason why we should hold back on talking to people.